To all the panelists, Mrs. Elaine Amaro, Mr. Ivan K. Mesihan, Architect Eduardo Babon, to our thesis advisor, Mr. Melvin Mojica,
and to our department head, Mr. Elmer Sangalang, who's here to attend our virtual presentation.
Good day, everyone!
Before we formally start our presentation proper, give us the floor to introduce ourselves.
I'm Rochelle B. Nazario.
And I'm Sohaila M. Ibrahim.
I'm Cherilyn E. Hernandez.
I'm Jenica May F. Esser.
I'm Harim Dominic B. Bautista.
I'm Patrick L. O. Benitez.
I'm Margo G. Gonzalez.
I'm Jansen Manuel S. Romasanta.
I'm Rancy D. Narciso.
I'm Michael Jan C. Ediesga.
I am Giles Oliver Evasco, and we are the group.
For our thesis presentation outline, we have title slide, introduction, problems, literature review, objectives, methodology, project description, BG benefits, location, site development plan, solution, design concept, floor plans, elevation, section, summary of the results, walkthrough, and prototype demonstration.
Our thesis is entitled Biyahe, Garahe, a proposed multi-story smart parking solution for Technological University of the Philippines, Manila.
Along with the rapid growth of the human population, an increasing number of vehicular populations also occurs. Because of this, not just that it causes everyday heavy traffic, but also affects an overcrowding the streets, sidewalks, and everywhere it may seem possible to park due to some irresponsible vehicle owners.
In Technological University of the Philippines, Manila, the limited parking spaces, unsystematic parking system, and obstruction to the vehicles and pedestrians were found by the researchers as a problem to address. Thus, the researchers' new multi-story smart parking system solution is a design to solve the problem, the lack of parking space in TUP Manila.
These are the objectives of our study.
We all know that Technological University of the Philippines, Manila, doesn't have a parking facility, which leads them, the students, employees, faculties, and visitors to park inside the campus, wherein the parking procedure is not systematic. The researchers propose a smart parking facility to give a solution to that problem, which is to systematize the parking procedure.
Next, the researchers found out that the students, employees, faculties, and visitors of TUP Manila who have their own vehicles need a secured and safe space for parking vehicles, because somehow, vehicles are a form of investment and very useful in traveling to school.
The vehicles inside the campus consume spaces which could possibly be used for campus activities. If the proposed smart parking facility is implemented, there will be proper spaces for vehicles, which means the vehicles inside the campus will be eliminated, and it will provide additional space for campus activities.
There are limited parking spaces inside the campus, meaning there are specific numbers of vehicles allowed to park. There are situations that students, employees, faculties, and visitors of TUP Manila find it hard to look for parking outside the campus when the parking inside is full. The proposed smart parking will be located inside the campus, which when implemented will be helpful because it shortens the time consumption by looking for a parking area.
Additional to our objectives are to evaluate the project design for acceptability with the design criteria of convenience, accessibility, aesthetic, functionality, and durability.
To uphold and promote the application of technology in modern architectural design and to develop an intelligent, user-friendly, automated car parking system which reduces the manpower and traffic congestion.
On our literature review, we have found related studies and articles defining multi-level parking as a building which contains several levels of floors normally developed with the sole aim of ensuring that there is a parking for automobiles according to Radhika Dahani year 2016. According to Carsten J. year 2018, smart parking is a parking system and a solution that can include in-ground smart parking sensors, cameras, or counting sensors. And here's the car dimension we use as basis for parking space requirements.
For our methodology, we have the following steps. First is identify the problem. Second, define objectives of a solution. Third, evaluation. Fourth, develop and design. And lastly, prototype demonstration.
For our project description, Biyahe Garahe is a multi-story smart parking solution specifically designed for the Technological University of the Philippines, Manila. This multi-story smart parking system is intended for the basic variables such as restricted space, availability, safe and secure space for vehicles, and will help widen the road, sidewalks, and space inside the TUP Manila campus for activities. This edifice also strives to shorten the time consumption by looking for a parking area. Through this parking system, every individual with a vehicle that has a purpose to enter the university premises will have a space for their vehicle and will provide a systematized and convenient parking experience via its technology. Also, every stakeholder of TUP Manila will benefit as the campus will have its space maximized and pleasant.
The Biyahe Garahe, a multi-story smart parking solution, will benefit the students, faculty members, employees, and visitors of Technological University of the Philippines, Manila.
Location of the Biyahe Garahe, a multi-story smart parking solution, will be inside the Technological University of the Philippines, Manila campus, with its entrance and exit gate facing Ayala Boulevard.
Site Development Plan.
The researchers' proposed multi-story smart parking system solution is specifically designed for TUP Manila, considering the critical factors such as limited space, accessibility, and how it affects the people inside the university. Through this parking system, the students, faculty members, employees, and visitors will have a space for their own vehicles as well as a spacious campus environment, therefore resolving the problem of the lack of parking space in TUP Manila.
The three-branch pattern is used as the design concept for Biyahe Garahe Smart Parking. The reason behind this concept is the designers want to build an impression to the people, most especially to the TUPians, that the design is derived from nature, which is usually loved by them as it creates harmony between people and nature. Aside from that, the designers want to establish a structure that is beneficial and safe for the community and the environment as well. A smart parking facility that promotes a digital parking system, energy efficient, and sustainable architecture by utilizing renewable energy and with the use of materials that follow function over form.
These are the architectural plans.
Ground floor plan. Second floor plan. Third floor plan. Roof deck plan. Roof plan. Front and rear elevation. Right and left side elevation. Section.
Daytime, nighttime perspective.
The summary of the evaluation result of the Biyahe Garahe, a proposed multi-story smart parking solution for Technological University of the Philippines, Manila on the 5 criteria, which are convenience, accessibility, aesthetic, functionality, and durability. As for the convenience, we have a mean of 4.03, accessibility is 3.90, aesthetic is 4.40, functionality is 4.40 as well, and lastly, for durability, we have a mean of 4.67. Overall, the mean is 4.28 that falls into a green.
The following videos would be our parking building design walkthrough and a Biyahe Garahe scanner prototype demonstration.
Biyahe Garahe is a proposed multi-story smart parking solution for Technological University of the Philippines, Manila. The facade design is inspired by tree branches with a light brown earthy color for a cool, minimal, clean, simple, and nature vibe front and back view. On the entrance of the building, a slot vacancy screen would let the vehicle owners who are planning to park their vehicle notify whether there's an available slot or if the building is already fully occupied. On the front portion of the building is a parking space specially provided for the bicycles. Upon entrance, the Biyahe Garahe scanners are placed for the BG card scanning, and the gate barriers will open immediately once the scanning of BG card is done. The ground floor level is designated parking for the motorcycles, students, and PWD users. On the second floor level, it shall occupy the visitors' vehicles. The third floor level is assigned for the faculty members and TUP employees. The roof deck is a multi-purpose area wherein students, faculty members, employees, and even visitors could visit to enjoy the landscape and sceneries. They can also do some of their activities such as reviewing, meetings, or just unwind. The circular ramps complement the form concept inspired by the shape of a car. A circular ramp would help maximize the site space, as well as it will be much easier for the vehicle's way going up the building floors, rather than a straight ramp that requires much more vehicle power. It would also provide better traffic flow inside the parking building. This is the Biyahe Garahe actual scaled model.
This is how our prototype works.
After reading the basic information of the owner using BG card, the BG card scanner will generate a floor level according to the card owner's classification. It will automatically assign a parking slot number that the driver will occupy. The slot number and floor level generated by the scanner will be flashed on the screen. The slot vacancy screen as well will automatically record the new number of vacant and occupied slots inside the parking building. The barrier gate on the entrance and exit area will open to let the driver enter the smart parking facility and park their vehicle accordingly. As the driver goes to the assigned slot, The individual parking slot barrier automatically unlocks and goes down the moment that the BG card scanner generates a slot for the vehicle owner. The barrier will allow the vehicle to be parked on the specific slot given to them. Upon exit, the driver needs to tap the BG card again. The BG scanner will then record the timeout and will automatically program the slot as available again. The individual slot barrier will go back up and be automatically locked to mark it as available. The BG card scanner screen will then flash the card owner's information with the timeout.
We are the researchers proposing Biyahe, Garahe, a multi-story smart parking solution for Technological University of the Philippines, Manila.